Milwaukee was the first northern city to celebrate Juneteenth. Today, we're talking with the woman credited with bringing the celebration to Milwaukee. As Shannon Sims reports, a conversation with her grandmother in Georgia sparked the idea.
Yeah, our Black history.
Margaret Henningsen knows a few things about Milwaukee's Juneteenth celebration history.
Wait, you had Smokey Robinson?
Yes, oh, Smokey Robinson. We had a lot of entertainment in the early days.
She was a part of the first planning committee.
It was mostly people that brought their grills. The drummers came with their drums. The dancers came with their dancing.
Margaret remembers the first celebration in 1971 lasted till midnight.
So at like 12:15, Jan and I were sitting on the curb crying that it had been a success and wondering if we should do this again.
It's what happened next that made it clear this celebration of Black culture would be an annual event.
There were 4 young Black males coming towards us as we were sitting on the curb. And one of them stepped out and he said, "Did y'all have anything to do with Juneteenth?" And we said yes. And he reached his hand down and pulled me up. Then he reached his hand down and pulled Jan up. And then he hugged both of us. Don't get me started. And he said, "I hope this becomes a tradition." And that, I think, made it all worth everything we went through. But more importantly, it was that initial reaction we had when we saw these 4 young Black males walking towards us who were very thoughtful about the fact that something had happened to them that day and that they loved the fact that we had all gathered together on 3rd Street.
Those humble beginnings were the start of a 49-year tradition.
This, I believe, strikes a chord with people because it talks about our freedom. And we should never, ever let our freedom be taken from us.
What first started out as a neighborhood block party with a few thousand has grown to stretch 8 blocks and draws 100,000 every June 19th to King Drive.
The highlight of the 25th anniversary celebration was the Emancipation Proclamation, the original Emancipation Proclamation that we flew here on a plane. You had to have on gloves when you touched it, and you couldn't take any pictures.
City Treasurer Spencer COGGS has participated for decades.
And it's kind of like Easter Sunday on Juneteenth. It is a family affair. I come from a big family. If I don't get a chance to see any of my extended family anytime during the year, I know I'm going to see them at Juneteenth.
Juneteenth Day has been a labor of love for Northcott Neighborhood House. The community organization has organized the day-long celebration over the years.
Let me say kudos to Mac Weddle and to the Northcott neighborhood staff. Even after a couple of times when we had some incidents and the powers that be tried to shut us down, we fought back and said, nope, we're going to have it. We'll just have to regroup, rethink how we do it and make sure that it's safe.
Though COVID-19 forced organizers to cancel this year's event, Margaret and Spencer say there are still ways to celebrate.
Make a big feast and invite all your other relatives over. Make Juneteenth that Sunday afternoon that we all have thought about.
It's pretty amazing. Milwaukee should be pretty proud of themselves. Given that we're the most segregated city almost in the United States, the idea that we're able to come together and do this is pretty significant.